battle for the Peach State is filled with legendary moments, from the 22-point Yellow Jacket victory in the first installment in 1893 to the 8-overtime Classic in 2024. Clean, old-fashioned hate has had its moments, and we're ready for more here in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Georgia Tech's offense will get the first swing of the game. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings. And Palmer, obviously, in the booth was pretty solid, too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went Georgia's way. And then we were running out of ways to describe 2-point plays, and we were running out of espresso late in the game. Bring your espresso for this one. It's going to be fun.
And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Georgia's offense will go to work for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is about to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Turning it on. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking downfield, it's King. The quick out. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Patterson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Rutherford. He's loose. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Wants to throw again. Finds the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run. So
out of space.
this is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend that.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. A great catch and run for 6. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. No, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC, and that was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
You know, you don't need to be an absolute blazer to have success running the football as a QB. You just need to know where to pick your spots, finding holes, reading blocks, falling forward. This quarterback does all of it.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. After the break, they'll go back to work. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Branch.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Obviously trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It is perfect.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's King. Quickly to the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense might bring the house here. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield, and even that spin move couldn't create space.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Finds a man on the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Turning on the Jets. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They want to run this quarterback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's third and goal and third and long. And he'll be brought down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stockton. And the returner will be knocked down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Kane. Get it out on the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Runs through a tackle. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. That's caught. It's Rivers. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Yellow Jackets line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Bringing the heat. Extending the play. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments.
The Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his open man. Oh, what a move to get room. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's King. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Give to the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Georgia going up tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Rivers. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It must be great to be a Georgia linebacker, coming downhill with speed. Defensive front eats up blockers, and you make the play.
It is nice, and it's nice because usually they got 3 guys in front of you. They're eating 5, and those linebackers get to come downhill, make plays in the backfield like you saw right here.
And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Here's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm weaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Bulldogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call it.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stockton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The pull and throw off the RPO. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's King. Catch in the middle, it's Rivers. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll send the back in motion. On the move. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll line up for a second down play. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Humphries. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. To throw it. Pressure coming. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's King. They'll run the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. Finds a crease at the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They want to throw it. Here's a heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. To the air on 2nd down. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. One-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, and walk out with a W.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's no good. He missed it. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game. Back to throw, it's King. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. High the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's Haynes.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He's taking a deep shot. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. the quarterback takes a knee, that clock keeps dwindling away now, under a minute to play.